Hi, everybody. It's Alicia Little, and today we're going to talk about getting your side hustle on. So, if you've been looking for different ways to make some additional income, today we got you. We're going to have some fun. We're going to give you some examples. And you know what? This class could go on and on forever with all the multiple streams of income that you could have, but we narrowed it down to, I don't know, our top 10, something like that for today's class. And we'll come back and we'll do more in future classes. If you guys say that you like these side hustle ideas, we'll come back and do part 2 and part 3 and part 4. But thank you for being here, and I'm excited to get started. So if you're ready, type ready in the chat box. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get your side hustle on. Hi, Helen, Rafisha, Carol. Woo, Karen, what's up, everybody? What's up, Abigail? Abigail, how are you doing? Susan, what's going on? So happy to have you guys here. MJ O'Connor says, ready and hello. Karen says, let's go. Let's go. I would turn on my camera, but, it's kind of a bad hair day. But let's get the party started, and we're talking about getting your side hustle on. Lorette Little, how are you doing, Lorette?
Hey, welcome.
Let's get that
side hustle going.
I told everybody you thought of the title, so I know. All right, here we go. All right. Number 1, a great side hustle to start is writing. And you could write articles and press releases and blog posts and emails and ebooks and special reports. Do we have any people in here who can write? Give me a me. Hi, Anne. Give me a me in the chat box if you got some writing skills. If you got some yeah, okay. So Anne, all caps, exclamation marks, Abigail, Sharita, hi Lori, MJ, Carol, Susan. We got lots of writers in here, and this section is for you. Okay, so this is a list of just a small fraction of the different things that you could offer a service and write for people. The other thing you could do is, write. Oh, well, let me just keep going because I talk about all of this in the presentation. Now, this is one of our students. This is her Fiverr profile. It says create Oasis, which is her Fiverr ID. And she does things like write SEO content for your business website. She writes engaging intro email sequences. She writes SEO content for your blog. She creates optimize by surfer SEO. She'll write an ebook for you, a lead magnet ebook. She'll write your product description. So you can see that she has a wide variety, and this is not everything, but she has a wide variety of services that she can do as far as in the writing field. Now, writing is in demand, and one thing that you could do is also flip it. So it shouldn't have said Sharon. I have a typo in this slide, but shout out to our student Create Oasis. She has in here that she will oops, sorry. Go back one. She will write an email sequence for $20. Now, we pay well for people to write our email sequences for us, and so do most marketers and companies. So you could sell this service for $100 to $300, pay her $20 to do it, and pocket the profit. Save her information. Her Fiverr ID is Create Oasis. Let's go back. It was the second gig that she has here. I will write your engaging intro email sequence for $20. So not only can you use these amazing people here so two things with writing. You can do the writing and get paid, and you can also flip jobs and get paid. Sometimes you just have to, weigh the pros and cons and see what you want to do. One thing Ryan mentioned that I love to do is have Google Docs do the writing for me. So let me actually open up a Google Doc and show you the voice typing. Oh, my computer's kind of slow, but let's try it. google.com. If you guys are not using Google Docs, like we use Google Docs for everything. In fact, today's PowerPoint presentation is on Google Slides. And we do it in Google Slides because I'm doing part of the presentation, Lorette's doing part of the presentation, and the graphic designer is designing it. It's the perfect tool for collaboration, and we love it. So make sure that you are learning the Google suite of products. And I don't know, do we have a Learning Tube class on that, Lorette, in the replays, the Google suite of products, like a training with Ava?
We should. If not, we can definitely do that upcoming because I know Ava has a whole training on that. Yes.
Yeah, and it's really important for people. So right now I've opened up a Google Doc and we're in docs.google.com. Everybody should have Google Docs, but if you don't, it's okay. Just sign up. You need a Gmail account and then you get a Google Drive account. Then you can use Docs and Slides and Excel. Basically everything in Microsoft Office Plus is available from Google with their Google Drive tools that are free. I wonder what that did to Microsoft when they offered all of it for free. That could be like, wow. Anyway, if you go to tools and you look at voice typing, can you see it on my screen, voice typing? Click on voice typing. And then what you need to do here is click to speak and the microphone will turn red and then it's hot and you can speak. So I don't know what I'm going to say, but let's try something. Here we go. Oh, Google, it wants to use my microphone. Click allow. Hi. My name is Alicia, and I have been an entrepreneur for the past 21 years. Period. New paragraph. One of the things I love most about being an entrepreneur is the freedom that I have in my life. Period. I have been able to travel the world from Australia to London, through the Caribbean. All right, so anyway, oops. So when you wanted to stop typing, you have to press it again. But could you guys see that? Could you guys see that? Ryan said it's the perfect free tool. Very cool. Lori said, Anne said she could see it. Abigail said she could see it. Okay, so there you go. There's how to write with Google Docs. And there are so many tools now that are doing this. I'm going to show one in the transcription section. So stay tuned for more. All right, so let's go back to the PowerPoint presentation. It's just taking a minute to load. And then, all right, so we were talking about flipping it. Now, this is our student Sharon, who Lorette has been working with really closely, and she does different writing stuff as well. So you can see I will write quality SEO optimized articles and blogs. I'll be your graphic designer. She does other stuff as well, but we just wanted to point out the writing. So shout out to Sharon. Her business is booming as a writer. So she will write up to 500 words, an SEO optimized article or blog post between $5 and $20. Sell this service for 100, pocket the profit. SEO optimized content is in high demand. Yes? All right. The next thing that you could do is write a press release. So I got this from ProFounder. Look on the screen. You'll get a copy, a replay of the session, and we'll give you the PowerPoints as well. But you can see that they walk you through exactly how to craft a press release. Start at the top with the logo, then your contact information, the release date, the headline, the deck, the date line, the first paragraph, the body paragraphs, the boilerplate, the end notation, and the final note. I mean, there you got it right there. And then you can even dig deeper and find out what kind of content should go in that body paragraph and how can you write a great headline. Just use Google and you could start a press release software service, I mean. So you can also write emails. So there is a tool that will write them for you. dripscripts.com. Let me go there really quickly. And with DripScripts, they give you, if I go back to my slides, they give you a whole bunch of different types of email scripts that you can use. So new subscriber welcome, webinar invite, product validation, cold subscriber re-engagement, product launch, post-webinar series. And I think there's one that didn't fit on here. Let me see if I can sign in really quickly to show you. I think my sign is on Safari and not Chrome. Okay, I'm logged in. So I'm logged in now, and I'm going to click on create a new sequence, and then new subscriber welcome, and then new subscriber welcome sequence. And you can see, wow, they've just really upped the game. Let me just do that again. I noticed some things that I hadn't noticed before. So we have paid people to write our email sequence for us. And for a lot of you, this is where you can get your email sequence from right here. It's just by going to DripScripts and filling in the blanks for your client. So, you know, all sequences, do you want one for local businesses, an author, a freelancer, an online course, coaching, e-commerce, blogger? Let's say freelancer. So I'm going to click on that one. And let's see, where does it come in with me? Welcome sequence, loading my sequence. And then now, and it gives you tips along the way. So subject line, just one more step. Thanks for signing up for a copy of, and now you have to put your product in there. So it tells you exactly what to change. And then you go to email 2, and it's got this sequence already of pre-written emails. My bad, I probably owe you an apology. Yesterday's email that I gave you might have been a little rude. I was in such a rush to deliver. So, you know, it has all of this pre-written in it. What? So of course you could start a whole business writing email sequences for people, because all you're doing is dropping in their information in a template. And it will tell you, like, email 2 is introducing yourself, finding out their number 1 problem. Email number 3 is solving their problem. Email number 4, do you see how it is? Yeah? All right. So Anne says, why am I paying so much money for my daughter to go to college? I know, right? Everything's on the internet. Okay, so let's go back. Did you guys get that resource? Say got it in the comments if you got that resource. Hope you guys are enjoying this presentation. For those of you who are just joining us and you're a little bit late, it's okay. We're talking about side hustles, and the side hustle we're on right now is writing. Okay, so DripScripts. The next thing, number 1 was writing, number 2 is proofreading. So professional proofreaders help their clients check spelling, grammar, verb tenses, sentence structure, formatting, inconsistencies, and the overall flow of the content, right? So is there a need for proofreading? Well, I was just doing some research. It's hard to get the exact amount, so this might be a little bit underestimated, but I was reading where it said at least 1,600 new Kindle ebooks are published every day. It equates to nearly 70 books every hour, more than 1 book a minute, right? Do these books need to be proofread? They do. So how could you start proofreading? Well, one of my favorite tools is called Grammarly. Grammarly, I show this all the time because it is amazing, right? And so Anne says, thank God for Grammarly. Yes, Lord, thank God for Grammarly. So in Grammarly,
And Alicia, the funny thing about Grammarly is, like, I didn't realize I was such a poor writer until I used Grammarly. I didn't realize that I don't know how to use commas. Like, I think I missed the class on commas because I always get ripped apart with missing commas. But Grammarly is amazing. They have a free version and the upgraded version. Highly recommend the upgraded version, especially if you plan on making this your main side hustle. Then you need to get the upgraded version. It doesn't cost a lot, $20, $29, something like that. definitely need it.
Yes. So I just typed in what Lorette said, and you can see that it says the word didn't, apostrophe. It's telling me I should be capital, realize is misspelled. Can you guys see this in live? Yeah. I, poor right, but as one word. And they're saying, nope, it should be poor writer as 2 words. Until Grammarly, they're like, give us a caps on Grammarly. And I didn't. And it's just saying the I should be caps. The didn't needs an apostrophe. The and needs a comma, Lorette. I didn't know how to use commas. I consistently instead of always, and there should be a period. There we go. So do you see how Grammarly works, guys? Yes. And Marcus, I'm not sure what you're saying. Lorette, check Marcus's comment. Ryan says if you upgrade, use Alicia's affiliate link. Thank you, Ryan. Yes, the affiliate link is, Lorette, if you can type that in the chat, it's alicialittle.com/Grammarly. I love you guys. Marcus uses it. Okay. But isn't that amazing? So the things that I wish we had when we were in school, right, Lorette? I mean,
Oh
I
my
would never have
goodness.
an essay with typos in it anymore, right? There's no excuse for kids these days. Your daughter better have like the best science projects. Her essays better be on point.
She uses Alexa to help
Yeah.
her with math.
Oh, you can use Google Lens too. Like she could take a picture of her math problem using Google Lens app, which I'll talk about, and it will find the answer to the problem on Google. So
We
crazy.
used Google Lens the other day to find there was a bird in our backyard and we didn't know what it was. So we took a picture and then used Google Lens and it was a hawk, a red-tailed hawk, to find out what kind of bird it was. Yeah.
You mean you couldn't
And
identify a red-tailed hawk just by looking at it, Lorette?
no, I didn't know.
The next thing is Hemingway app. And Lorette, you've used this Hemingway editor, haven't you?
Yes.
Yes, I have not really used it like Lorette has, but let me see if go ahead.
The real key in this is to help you with the readability of the grade 6. So I forgot, what do they recommend? Like a grade 5, I think it is, a reading level. So sometimes people try to use big words to sound fancy, but a lot of times it's not recommended. Like you need to write something at a lower readability grade so that the masses can understand it, and not at a reading level of like grade 12.
All right. So does it give you suggestions?
It does. See those colors down there? So yeah.
Okay, all right. All right, so I don't really know how to use it, but it looks pretty cool. So check it out, guys. People always recommend it. So Hemingway app, and right click here. Am I supposed to right click on it?
But Ryan says he loves Hemingway. Yeah.
Yeah, right click on it.
Oh,
Anyway,
she's joking. She's joking.
oh, it's saying omit that word. So and now it's a grade 4, which is better. I get ripped apart with commas instead of I consistently get ripped apart by commas. So I guess you can choose what you want. Now we're in the section about how you can get paid to be a proofreader. Now, if you're proofreading someone's document, just like I just, put in my example there, Grammarly, I mean, gets you so close to perfect. It's like you don't need to be like a genius. I consider, proofreaders really good at English. You just use tools these days. All right. So the next one is Writer. I've shown this one quite a few times, but this tool really helps me to write better. And I've used it for so many things, from blog post ideas to, I don't know. We talked about this one quite a few times in the learning tube, but I was trying to see if I can get to it. Hang on. Let me see if I can get to it. rytr.me. Let me see. Start writing. I'm just trying to log in while I just have the screen frozen for a minute so I can try to log in. And if I can't log in, we'll keep moving, but it's just such a cool tool. All right, I think it's logging in now. All right, I don't know if this is my official account, but I logged into some account. Okay, so I'm at Writer right now, and it's saying, okay, select tone, I love convincing, select a use case, I want blog ideas and outlines. So the primary keyword is side hustle. And then I want 3 different variants, and it's gonna give me some blog ideas around side hustles. So let's see what it comes up with. You know, this is AI, this artificial intelligence is amazing. All right, you ready to see? I'm going to read it out. It gave me an idea. Introduction: 5 side businesses for millennial entrepreneurs. Side idea number 1, blogging, freelance marketing, online surveys and polls. YouTube, number 4 is YouTube videos or Twitch streaming. And number 5 is podcasting on SoundCloud or Spotify. Like, how did it do that, Lorette? Spooky. Is it like Halloween still?
It's amazing.
And then here's another one, the complete guide to creating a side hustle and why every millennial needs one. Introduction: the importance of a side hustle and the benefits it brings. How to start your own side hustle business. I've done it, and you can do it too. How to make money with your creativity and skills. And then the last variation: 5 not so obvious ways to find time for your side hustle. I mean, I could play with this tool all day long. Huh?
Yes, it's amazing. Ryan says voodoo.
Voodoo. The importance of building a side hustle, finding the right way to negotiate work with your employer, learning how to prioritize what matters most, setting up achievable goals and reassessing them regularly, creating systems for your side hustle to make it easier to run on the fly. And the conclusion is putting it all together for long-term growth. Like, I can't do this as well as a software does it. It's just so
And it's
spooky.
clever too. Like the writing is interesting and engaging. So I did one, I was rewriting some of the descriptions for the tour company, and I was writing about the waterfalls, right? And I was like, take a visit to Dunn's River Falls and Secret Falls for a great day. You know, very boring. And then it wrote it back. It was like, visit the majestic natural beauties as the water cascades on your feet. And then the end was like, take that once in a lifetime selfie that you've always wanted. I'm like, what? Like talking about, I didn't write anything, like talking about taking a selfie. Like, where did they come up with that? It was
You're
great.
like, oh my gosh, it's great. So every time I show this tool, I want to use it more. Is that true for you, Laurette?
Ryan says, it's your new teenage employee of the month.
Software, talking to software, artificial intelligence moves fast. I mean, it does.
Yeah,
Look at that. How are you
fantastic.
guys liking this presentation so far? Give me a 5 in the comments if you're following and you're liking it and you're getting
But
some
at least
ideas.
you really, like the key though to writer, like how you're using it as a side hustle, you can not only use it for yourself, but you can write now for people, right? So using these tools can help you with your side hustle, making money, helping other people, even if you don't feel that you're a writer, or if you don't feel that you're even a designer. A lot of these tools will make you become that, right? Which is really exciting.
Right. And I think, like you could set up a service that is like, tell me what you want to write about, and I'll come up with 3 ideas, I'm just going back to this one. I'll come up with
Yeah.
3 different ideas for your next blog post. Like, struggling to get ideas for your next blog post, just give me the topic that you want to talk about or the keyword, and I'll come up with some ideas for you. Bang, boom, copy and paste from Writer, give it to them. You got a business.
Carol is asking about the price of writer. Do you have the link for it?
So can you ask Raina, because there's a 2-part link to it. It's on AppSumo, so it's cheaper. So we asked them to go to AppSumo and sign up and then get the writer link. But ask Raina, she'll know where it is. So yeah, Ryan says you can become the blogger. We'll get that. Um, we'll get that link for a second. So Joanne says she has issues finding affiliate options in the tool, specifically Grammarly. So here's what we do, Joanne, affiliate program, the plus sign, Grammarly. I already know that it's at Commission Junction and Share a Sale, but when you want to find the affiliate program, Google it, go past the ads, and then you'll see affiliates, Grammarly, support on Grammarly. It's going to tell you where to go, and you're going to see some other people talking about it. Share a Sale in Grammarly, which I have it through Share a Sale and Commission Junction. But always just Google it, Joanne, and you'll find it when you Google it. We Google everything. Like, all right, she says perfect. All right, okay, let's keep going because we've got so much more to do and time is against us. All right, the next thing is design. I teach about this so many times, I didn't want to go into it, but you know, using Canva, and our affiliate link for Canva is the designtool.com. If you don't have Canva, you should get it. And like Lorette says, just get the pro version. Like, this is a tool that we love so much. So what will you design? Ebook cover. You can do anything. I like doing ebook covers. Oh, I need to show this tool. All right, I'm going to come back to that. All right, so you know, we like to design ebook covers. You just go down, you look at the different ebook covers you want to design, and you just pick one of their templates, or you can start with a blank template. I did this one the other day. What's interesting about this one is it has like 4 pages that comes with it, but I just want the cover, right? But it's got, you know, like a chapter outline thing. And then you can just change this on Canva. Does anybody need me to show them a 2-minute tutorial of Canva? Give me a 2 in the chat, or if you already know Canva, and then I won't do it. So I just want to see if anybody wants a little quick tutorial. And if nobody does, we'll just keep moving. A romance novel, Ryan, is that what you want me to do for you? The one that I did, so this was the original. How do I find the last one that I did? Let me go back to Canva. I will go home. I am speaking at an event in Nigeria virtually tomorrow morning. So I recorded the session and I designed an ebook cover during the session. And so here was the final cover. If it will pull up. So this is this the original? Let me go back. But that's what the final cover looked like, and I did 2 different versions. No, I was trying to look for what go back and find the template really quickly. But there it is. That's the original. Let's talk about business. And I just changed the image, changed up stuff, changed the color. Maybe what I'll do is I'll get you the recording that I did for that event, and I'll post that in the Facebook group so that I don't have to do that session here, if that's okay. And then there was version 1 that I did, and there was version 2. I couldn't pick which one I liked better, but you know, I did these in under 2 minutes, and I love Canva. But you could design a whole business around, you know, Canva. Every time I teach about it, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stop everything and start my Canva design business. Anyway, Instagram, Lorette has one. Instagram posts, Facebook posts, flyers, ebook covers. Logos are a really good one as well. So Ryan said he liked number 1 out of those 2. The next one is resume. So you can help people by writing their resume, editing their resume, designing their resume. But here's the thing, start off with a template. Canva has the best templates, our affiliate link for Canva, the design tool as well. So I went into Canva and I typed in resume, and there are a whole lot of resumes in Canva. So you would take one of these templates and just change them around, and it actually tells you what it's looking for. So it's like experience, skills, you know, and you can just help them create their resume, and people will pay to get a really nice resume created. Isn't that the truth? True or false? Will people pay for it? Yes, yes. So of course, I want to reiterate, when you're working on someone's resume, make sure that you're using Grammarly. And I think it was CNBC had an article up about the side hustles with the highest average price, and CV, cover letter, resume writing was number 10 on their list. Book cover design was number 9, by the way. But also, you should use words that stand out. So instead of saying the person led a project, said they chaired it, controlled, coordinated, executed, headed, operated, orchestrated, organized, oversaw, planned, produced, or programmed. So this website is called themuse.com, and they have 185 powerful verbs for your resume. So definitely check it out. All right, number 5 is doing online research. What? People will pay you to Google. I know. You're like, what? But a lot of our students have done this because people are like, oh, I need a garage door company. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. Find me one. And so you just come back to them with 3 choices, and you're like, here's number 1, here's number 2, and here's number 3. Of course, there are other ways that you can do it as well. Like if it's in that case, you could simply go to Thumbtack and find them a really good garage door opener or whatever you wanted. Okay. So the next thing is Google Lens. This is what Lorette was just talking about. Now, I have Google Lens on my phone, and I must admit it's addictive. So you can use Google Lens to find out, like what things are. And it's really great if you're doing arbitrage. I was teaching a session in how to do like retail arbitrage or thrift arbitrage. And, you can go to a store. I mean, they have Amazon apps and stuff for that, but let's use thrift arbitrage for an example. So you can go to Goodwill, you see a plate, you think it's probably worth something, but you're not sure. Just take a picture of like the stamp on the back that says where it's from and all that stuff. And then Google Lens will pull up this plate, where it comes from, how much it's selling for on eBay. It's just so cool. It's hard to explain, but it's worth having on your phone. So I'll just leave it with that and say, go get Google Lens. All right, the next one is being a website usability tester. And this was the first thing that I did on Fiverr. And it was a lot of fun, and it really blew up. What does arbitrage mean? The definition of arbitrage is basically buying something low and reselling it at a higher price. All right. So website usability testing, you're just testing a website to see its functionality, its usability, and more. And you can just Google, like, what should I look for as a website usability tester, and you will find it. But basically, people are going to pay you to click on their website, make sure the navigation is good, make sure the links work, make sure the page loads quickly, all of that good stuff. You're going to test for functionality, usability, compatibility, and performance. This is something that's so easy. A quick tip is test it on your phone as well and let them know if it looks good on mobile. The next thing you can do is a transcriber. So a lot of our students are focusing on podcast transcribing for podcast. So you might have seen, I did an interview with one of our students, Jermaine. He'd made his first 10 grand. He was at 11 grand by the time I interviewed him, just transcribing for podcasters. I think he said he'd done 100 podcasts, so he's probably charging $100 podcast. But anyway, how many podcasts are there? It looks like there are over 2 million podcasts and 48 million episodes. And podcasters want their podcast transcribed so that it can be found, so that it's better for search engine functionality. They always put the show notes on their website. Wait a second, what is transcribing? Transcribing is the art of typing up, and a computer can do it for you, typing up words from and changing words from audio or video to the written format, text. And because live videos and online meetings and YouTube videos are skyrocketing right now, people are just getting things transcribed as another way to repurpose their content as well. My favorite tool for transcription is otter.ai, OTTER.ai. Ryan, I have Lens on an iPhone. Lorette has it on her iPhone too. So Otter, there's other softwares. Ava on our team, her favorite software is Temi, mine is Otter, but whichever one you want, you just upload the file and it transcribes it for you. But let me say something to you. It is not perfect. It is not perfect. So you have to go back through the transcript and do your editing. The next thing you could do is do appointment setting. There are two apps. One is called Text Now. The other is called Text Plus that you can use on your phone to do appointment settings or phone calls or anything for clients. These two apps give you a brand new phone number that you can use to make calls, and there are no fees to do it. The next one is being a virtual assistant. Let me actually refresh my slide really quickly, see if the designed version of this came through. But Lorette, I'm going to pull you in to talk about being a virtual assistant. Lorette Little. Can you guys hear me, or is it just Lorette that can't hear me? Lori, you use Otter. Okay, so show my YouTube trick again. Oh, Ryan, Lorette asked me to go just 45 minutes today, so I'm not going to show the YouTube trick. Lorette, if you unmuted, we cannot hear you. But hang on, let me go back to the virtual assistant. Which one was I on? Yeah. So hang on, I'm just in the background relaunching the PowerPoint presentation because you're seeing an undesigned version. So another key right here is we're using Google Slides. So the graphic designer was designing today, and I pulled this presentation before he finished designing. So now the design version is here, and all I have to do is refresh because I'm using, we're all collaborating on Google Slides at the same time. So if you're good on a computer, then you can more than likely do any virtual assistant project. This could be data entry, Google research, answering emails, phone calls, travel plans. Like, businesses hire virtual assistants all the time to do so many different things. So somebody posted, well, I asked people, like, what do you need to have done in your business? And someone said they need someone to come onto their webinars and do the live chat. I'm like, oh, we've hired a virtual assistant to do that for a client before. She did it. She still does it for them, but I remember the last time I, talked to her and managed it, she was doing it for like 2 years. So a virtual assistant can do webinar chat, right? Like you guys see Raina usually is doing the webinar chat. Yeah, somebody said, let's see. So, okay, I'm just listening. I'm just looking at you guys' comments. MJ, yes. When I talked about Text Now and Text Plus, those are free phone numbers to use in your business instead of using your cell phone number. So when you're doing calls for clients and stuff, you're not giving people your number. You're giving them a virtual number that goes through the app. Okay, the next one is being a good listener. Have you been told that you're a good listener? Well, you can get paid to listen. And usually when you're listening to someone, your service would be something like, you could be their life coach, or you could simply say, I will be your friend and listen to you, because sometimes all people need is a listening ear. So here's the key is when you're listening to someone, just say, uh-huh, tell me more. That's interesting. Uh-huh, tell me more. That's interesting. That's all you need to do. Okay. So the next is be a mobile notary. Oh, I was going to put a picture of my notary license in here. I just got my notary license, not just, maybe 30 days ago, but when a question was asked, I just copied this off the internet about mobile notaries. Anybody else here a mobile notary? I have met quite a few of our students who set up a notary service. Let me see. Anybody else here? Okay. So it says more than half of full-time mobile notaries earn $2,000 or more a month. 2/3 of full-timers who've been in business for 3 years earn $4,000 or more a month. 16% earn more than $7,500 per month, and blah, blah, blah. It goes on. But hey, it's a good side hustle. I have one of our other students is a mobile notary. I've actually paid her. I was her first client. I've actually paid her quite a few times, but Barbara, you started looking into it a few months back. Well, maybe we can do a session just on being a mobile notary. So has Helen is asking, what do they do? Helen, have you ever hired a notary to do something? So on Sunday, I needed 3 documents notarized. I was giving a letter of recommendation for someone for immigration. So they wanted the letter of recommendation notarized. And then what else was I doing? I did something else and needed something notarized. So, I call a mobile notary. She's actually one of my students, and we meet up and she notarizes the documents for me in her car and we're done and she gets paid for the documents that she notarizes. So, okay, let's keep moving. I think we're almost done. I think this is the last one. So you could also write a book or an ebook and put it up on Amazon and on the Amazon Kindle. According to Jungle Scout surveys, the average monthly sales for almost 50% of Amazon sellers is, oh, you know what? I'm not sure if this is Amazon Kindle. Yeah, this might not be Amazon Kindle, although I thought it was. Or it might be actually, because it says you'll be making 1,200 passive income each year just sitting on your computer. But a lot of people make, yeah, I'm just reading this really quickly. But basically, you're gonna write something, a book, a journal, upload a notebook, whatever you want to do, and upload it to Amazon so that it can be found and you can be making sales. So for example, April has an onboarding journal. It's in Amazon. People can buy it from her and it can help them in their onboarding sessions when they're onboarding clients. And April creates it once, it's back and it sells over and over and over again. So yeah, I think that's FBA. So anyway, CNBC, a spokesperson for Canva, told CNBC this. We noticed that jobs which support the growth of a business branding, such as social media marketing, web design, and website building, were some of the side hustle services that were frequently being offered with the highest average earning potential. So just think about what businesses need and solve their problems. So the last thing that we have for you is quite a few of you have asked us, like, if I want some one-on-one coaching on how to get started with a side hustle, can we help you? So we set up a package for you for Black Friday, and I'm going to pull it up on the screen. Hang on one second. Side hustle package. Let me copy the link and I will put it in the chat box for you. And I'll share my screen in 30 seconds, 20 seconds. All right, here we go. So let me put it in the chat. So this is a one-on-one strategy with either myself or Lorette. You'll get a personalized blueprint for your side hustle. So, what we do with people is we actually find out who they are, what they love to do, and help them to create their side hustles without having to overthink it and to give them some push to do it. And then we give you 4 accountability sessions with an accountability coach to keep you on track. So let's say you've determined that the side hustle that you want to do is proofreading and editing. You decide that with me or Lorette, and then you get a coach who's going to make sure that you set up your service. Have you marketed your service? Have you told 5 people about it today? Blah, blah, blah. And then we will also, if your side hustle is a good fit for our network, we'll also promote you to our network, which we've done for so many of our students and just exploded their businesses, as you can imagine. So if you are interested, I definitely invite you guys to sign up for the side hustle package and have a one-on-one session and join me and Lorette to help you figure out what you can do to really get your side hustle on. And for a lot of you, hey, maybe your side hustle will be your main hustle, but we wanted to give you the opportunity to talk to us in person, well, virtually person, unless you're in Georgia, but talk to us virtually about what you want to do. and be active about your business, right? Make sure that you're active about your business. Okay. So Ryan says Kindle self-publishing gives instant brand positioning. That is true. MJ, can you email, I'm going to give you an email, helpdesk@littlesistersupport.com, and ask that question for Raina. Ask for Raina, and she will talk to you about that. Anne has been posting a lot on her social media. She said, my banker asked what I was up to because she sees all my social media posts already. That is fabulous. That is fabulous. So how many of you are going to have a one-on-one session with us? Yes? I look forward to having some one-on-one sessions. Lorette does too. So we're going to definitely help you guys to figure out how to get your side hustle on, the tools that you need. You know, your side hustles might not, what you're going to do might not have been included in this list, but we would love to help you get it up and running. Anne says her banker asked her to make a landing page for her to share with people she knows. Look at that, Anne. Look at that. So proud of you. So to get the Learning Tube replays, we go to the learningtube.com and we scroll all the way down to the bottom. And then there's a little orange button that says replay, and that's where you're gonna click on for the replay. All right, any other questions? Do you guys have any other questions? Scroll all the way down where it says replay, click on replay, and this is where you can find past classes. We're gonna spruce up this page a little bit in the new year, but there you go. All right. Any other questions? Going once, going twice. Anne says, I love your landing pages. Thank you, Anne. Going once, going twice. No other questions? Well, I want to say thank you guys so much for hopping on. If you decide to join us in a one-on-one session, I look forward to talking to you, or Lorette looks forward to talking to you. And let's make 2022 your best year yet. Yeah, let's make it your best year yet. Take care, everybody, and thank you so much. Bye for now. Bye. Bye. Thank you.